Screens glow, coffee cold, minds woke. Too much, one code. Yeah. Scrolling through the chaos, headlines loud, hearts numb. Then I hear that drip talk, cutting through the hum. Gem with the side eye, true stain with the data in his cup. They don't just gas up dreams, they show you how to level up. Oh, from the hustle to the headlines, from the culture to the grind. Every angle, every timeline, they lace and never waste your time. Welcome to the daily drip. Let it run, let it run, let it hit. Oh, tech and politics, stacking common sense. Turn it up, feel it in your chest. Click in, let your future flip like describe your own ascent. Every gem, every take, every tip. And yeah, they make it make sense. Yeah, I'm tired from the doom feed, faith in rent, big algorithm playing mind games, selling you the same quick fix. Then I catch that real talk about credit scores and crypto slips. Union fights and AI rights, and why your boss be talking slick. Left lane, right lane, truth rides in the same frame. If it's cap, they call names. If it's facts, they fan flames. Oh yeah. Welcome to the daily drip. Let it run, let it run, let it run, let it hit. Tech and politics, stacking common sense. Turn it up, feel it in your chest. Click in, let your future flip like subscribe to your own ascent. Every gem, every take, every tip. And yeah, they make it make sense. Yeah. From your side gig to your 9 to 5, from the group chat to the bottom line. They're the late night guide through the glitch and grind. If you listen close, you gon' change your life. Change your life. Welcome to the daily drip. Let it run, let it run, let it run, let it hit. Hey, tech and politics, stacking common sense. Turn it up, feel it in your chest. Click in, let your future flip like subscribe to your own ascent. Every gem, every take, every tip. Our daily drip, they make it make sense.
Welcome to our daily drip show. I am your co-host, Jim Jones, in the building. Thank y'all for coming to drip with us tonight. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. If y'all don't know who we are your hosts of our daily drip show. I'm coming at y'all with the tech perspective and also a female perspective. And along with me is my co-host, my brother, Plain Dang. What's up, man?
What up? What up? What up, good people? Another lovely Friday before that hour jumps back on us and we lose that time for sleep. You guys get to go in and kick it with us. That's this weekend. That's this weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little brutal.
I
But
didn't
we get
know.
more daylight. We get more time to shine, baby. You get more daylight. Not mad at that at all. But I'm your man's. Again, background is risk aversion. Some may say insurance. Been doing that for quite a bit of time. If you guys been tuned in with us, you know, same old. I'm still the plain one. Thank you, sister. Thank you for the illustrious intro. I deeply appreciate it. And don't her background look so good. I'm trying to match her fly. We gonna get there in a minute. Check
What's in your
low,
cup?
but it's coming
Drop
up.
some drip in the comments. What's in your cup?
I'm actually sipping some high-powered H2O tonight. You know, been on my fast, trying to get it together. You know what I'm saying? As the missus say, he increasing his sexy, like you guys have been doing, pushing that like button and subscribing. We appreciate you all. I feel good though. It's a good day. The weather is beautiful here, by the way. Weather is beautiful here in the Midwest. Yeah.
I got me one of these. I got one of these. I got one of these blended slushy things.
Okay.
And I went old school with us. I know y'all remember, but it's got a little Red Bull in there. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
No judgment here. I'll throw them back from time to time.
A Red Bull?
Yeah. Cat's out the bag. I mean, it's a long day. I start my day at 4. So sometimes I be needing a little kick midday. So, hey, a red one to get you there sometimes.
Well, that's what we doing today. So thank y'all for dripping with us. Let me know what y'all got as well. Let us know what y'all sipping on. I very much appreciate y'all being here. And more important, what we had up on the screen, hit that like button. If you ain't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. We appreciate you. Please do. Share this and subscribe. If you're not subscribed. We are at all the socials, so check those out down there. We're down there. Check them all out.
You see it running across?
I am having, what is this on my screen, y'all? It's gonna make me kick myself out. Watch, I'm being kicked out tonight. I'm being internet jail. No. See, I'm being AI jail. They like, you talking too much. So if you don't know what our show is and you're like, hey, I want to learn more, we talk about news, politics, tech, risk, quality, what's going on in the media, sometimes a little bit of relationships, but sprinkled into a little bit of a moderate conservative perspective. So if this is your jam and you want to hear some more, stay tuned because we definitely got a show for you. So first up, we're going to talk about that voter suppression. Is this voter suppression? But I mean, it depends on who you ask.
There you go. Right there.
It depends on who you ask. But I'm going to get y'all this video up because it crashed on me right when we about to go to it. Because it's only fit that happens, right? It's only fit that happens when I actually need it. It's like, hey, AI said,
don't matter. You left me out to dry anyway, even though.
Well, I didn't even know. I had called you earlier and we were getting ready and you wasn't there. So I was like, uh-oh. And
got it.
Let me not. Cassius Pay, the producer. You're going to hear him popping in and out. Shout out to Cassius Pay before we get into this video. Cassius Pay, say hello to the people.
Hello to the people.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is right here? Is that it right there? That's what they be doing?
No.
No, I said when they speak you, they got to do this, huh?
Ooh.
Something like that.
Money. So.
Or hand me some bullion.
Oh, we own that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. We're going to talk about the USPS. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Let's see what they're heading for. Because if you didn't know, you about to know they didn't change the laws a little bit.
Ruled that Americans cannot sue the U.S. Postal Service even when employees refuse to deliver mail. A North Texas landlord filed a lawsuit accusing 2 employees at a post office in Euless of marking some of her tenants' mail as undeliverable or returned to sender, despite an order from the Inspector General. Justice Clarence Thomas said that the federal law generally shields the Postal Service from certain lawsuits, including the intentional non-delivery of mail.
What y'all think about that? So basically,
that's crazy.
They said, listen, I got the mail. I don't like you. I don't like your dog. I don't like you gonna put your dog behind the fence. Your mail ain't going to your house. It's going somewhere else. And then you like, hey, I know the mail dude. I know he's specifically skipping my house. Now the law like, we don't care. We don't care. He don't like you because you got a dog, and you don't like him because he ain't gonna deliver your mail. But guess what? The law protecting him. Drop some drip in the comments. Do y'all think that is fair? Shout out to Joe. Joe in the comments, y'all. What up, Joe?
What up,
y'all think that's fair?
Yeah. Mailman gonna get whooped on. They set them up for failure. Run me the check. What do you mean? What do you mean return to sender? And then on top of that, quick story. Old school homie of mine that was a barber had a very, very lovely female friend that was a mail carrier.
Lovely.
I remember. She was, she was 90s fine, as they used to say back in the day. And it was a little beef popped off. And she stopped breaking the mail. I never forget that. You didn't think to sue, but I just thought that was funny. But yeah, hey man, it's a government worker. I don't know how to feel about that, because I feel like, if it is some revenge type thing, some beef going on, somebody should be held accountable for that.
Or
we
take
got
it a
checks.
step further. If I don't like the way or the perceived way that I believe that you will vote, then I'll keep your ballot hostage. So
I was on my way there too.
Yeah, that was the next thing, was going to that. Yep.
Yeah. I was on my way there. I was driving. I hadn't hit the off ramp on that yet. But yeah, that's a whole nother thing. So it's so it's just too much room for things to go left and get even worse than just missing a check or not getting your light bill. That, like you spoke of earlier, that's another form of voter suppression right there. You know what I mean? So slippery slope there. Very slippery. Can't hear you.
My bad. I'm on mute. So voter suppression, yes, definitely. Like, let's say there's a certain neighborhood, and I don't want that neighborhood to vote this way or that way. Whoopsie! What happened to all the mail? I don't know what happened the past 45 days. But also, what about everybody's talking about voter suppression, but what about like economic turmoil? Let's hear me out. You got bills to do every month. There's definitely an older population that literally still gets paper bills. What if your light bill ain't coming to the house? Because the mailman said, I don't like them people. You behind on your light bill. Now your lights cut off. You behind on the city bill because you didn't pay the city bill. You get paper.
You talking about taxes and stuff.
Taxes.
Yeah. Slippery slope.
Uncle Sam like, hey, where my money? And you're like, well, wait a minute. What you mean? I didn't know I owed you. I sent that on such and such day. Well, I never got it. Should did it online. Like, what? Grandma don't do online. Grandma don't do online. She don't do log. She better log in somewhere. So definitely, to me, yes, they're government workers, but let's just be real here. And no shade to our USPS workers, but I'm gonna keep it real here. Y'all be messing up sometimes.
Yeah.
And like I don't think you should just like not be held accountable. Like, can I at least see like that they're written up or something? Like, you just throwing mail out the truck. You don't even care. Like, they just gave you free pay. I do have an issue with this. There's no level of them expressing any kind of accountability. Do they have performance improvement plans? Because the rest of us get one. I'm just trying to make it make sense. So
they get fired too. But this is also another reason why Plain Dame is always screaming about being hyper local. Because the second that stuff like that is going on, that's when that councilman's supposed to get hit up. That's when the mayor, that's when you start involving all those community leaders, all those different people that got a bigger voice than you may have at that time. This is the time to start tapping those folks, because there's people who have lost their jobs in the past because, they've been assigned routes that might have been farther than they would like to drive to do their jobs. It made the news one time. It was an affluent neighborhood that wasn't getting their mail. And the person, basically, their answer was, well, they too damn far. I'm not driving out there every day. And they got fired. You know what I mean?
I'm not driving out there is crazy.
Literally. It was kind of like, it was two types of people out here. You got the people that don't want to deliver mail. You got the EMS dispatcher that don't feel like answering calls. Like, those people are out here.
Hold on. Wait, we go skip over that. What?
That's the thing.
That's
the
looking
thing.
At it like,
No, you got the woman back in 2016 that got put in jail behind that. You got people that really just don't be feeling like doing their job. It's crazy. And then these are jobs that are like, essential jobs. Like you got to answer the phone when somebody calling 911. You got to deliver the mail. You work for the damn USPS. This is your job. It's a government job. You got benefits.
Government job.
It's the difference where people lack the wherewithal to understand that you provide a service. 90% of the jobs out here are providing some sort of service to another. And you taking out the humanity and the empathy on the service that you need to provide to somebody. Is somebody walking in the Chipotle line? Don't slam my damn rice down in that bowl like that. Like, I don't know what's up with you. Like, why are you angry at my rice?
Not you angry at the rice.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. Why you arguing over my burrito shell? Why are y'all having a back and forth talking over food? Like, a lot of that stuff happened. These are services that are being provided, and quality of service is pretty much deserving of anybody that's spending money. Just the same as you waiting by that mailbox. You deserve that. You work every day. You pay taxes. Those salaries are paid for courtesy of us because it is a government job. Chipotle isn't, but it is providing a service just the same. I don't look at somebody working at Chipotle any different than I look at somebody at a hospital or
same
the post
thing.
office.
Have some damn cooks when you around here. Like, I expect somebody to be a professional. I don't care what it is that you do.
That's it.
If you, I don't want to see you scrolling on your damn phone when you're supposed to be paying attention to something that you need to pay attention to. If you making sprockets, that's the reason why we got all these damn recalls. Because people scrolling on their phone and shit when they supposed to be doing something else. Get your shit together.
Or can't separate your personal from your business.
Because when it comes to service, I'll be on that. Because I expect somebody to give me the same attention, the same care, because I vote with my dollars. That's all I'm gonna say. You got one time.
That's a perfect segue. Let's talk about voting with your dollars. Let's specifically talk about voting. So, look, if we can't agree on who's allowed to vote, can we at least agree on who's allowed to run? Because this right here is an identity crisis, kind of like Undercover Boss. Watch this video, y'all. Y'all about to be just taken back. Oh my goodness.
I am your fake Republican candidate for Congressional District 14.
This is where we going. Y'all ready? Look, y'all. This is where we at. Y'all ready?
My dude's face look like.
Hold on, let me grab my beverage. Hold up.
You look.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got to get my beverage. All right, go ahead.
Ray, let's look at his face though.
I can't stop laughing.
It's been 2 seconds in this video. Look, she said, I am your fake Republican candidate for Congressional District 14. My G right here said.
He said fake.
Fake? In the Soldier Boy. Fake.
Oh man.
All right, let's go. Y'all ready?
Fake Republican. You heard that right. Fake because she's a lifelong Democrat.
I'm running as a Republican because this district is gerrymandered.
Gerrymandering is when voting maps are adjusted to include specific voters in the hopes of helping one party over another. Barr says in her case, it's favoring Republicans. So she's running to be the Republican candidate. While North Carolina has a long history of gerrymandering by both Republicans and Democrats, it's not unique to this state.
So, before we go further, they explain what gerrymandering is. They're going to get into depth about a little more on the history part. Drop some drip in the comments before we go any further. Is this out of pocket? Let us know right now. When you saw his face, was he right? Was he rightful in that? Drop some drip in the comments. Let us know.
Texas has redrawn its maps in a bid to help Republicans. California, in response, came up with a redistricting plan to try to help Democrats.
All of it. I hate All of it. I think we should have fair voting maps everywhere.
Barr is testing an out-of-the-box approach to what she views as a broken system.
We have talked a lot about needing to do things differently, and this is one way we can try something new, something different, and see if it works.
What do y'all got any comments so far? Y'all want me to keep rocking?
I will say one thing. All this got to do is happen 2 real times, and by real I mean like stuff is on the line, seriously, because some people just vote down ballot. They don't care what it is,
Right.
who it is. If they got a D or a R next to their name, they're going straight down that block. This is gonna change everything. Everybody gonna be like, "Hey, I didn't vote for that." Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I think it would have been even better if she would just waited it out and not got on camera and said nothing and just did it. Just to see how it play out.
Well, it really don't matter because they
it's passed. I'm gonna have to look up to see what happened.
Yeah,
I have to find out what happened with her.
Yeah, I just think that would have been the bigger story. You know what I mean? That she'd have been on 2020.
It's gonna be a real big story if she actually make it.
I'm gonna look to see what happens because the vote happened. I didn't even look at it.
Oh, it already happened. Okay,
so
March 3rd.
This is after March 3rd. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up in the background. I'm gonna let it rock and I'm gonna look in the background.
Voters have until March 3rd to decide who they want their Republican candidate to be for the midterm elections. Both Republicans and independents are allowed to vote in this race. Her fight is with Tim Moore, a sitting Republican congressman endorsed by Donald Trump and is a well-known leader in the community. The strange nature of this race has garnered national exposure.
I can't claim a Democrat anymore.
You're not trying to pull a fast one.
Not trying to pull a fast one.
There's also been a wave of online harassment after the conservative broadcaster, Fox News, ran a story about it.
For sure, the death threats came in. But yeah, by and large, my kids are sleeping on my bedroom floor until this is over is kind of where we are.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Does that change your mind about doing this at all?
If I'm going to continue to live in this country, which I would like to do, I need to be working to make a country my kids can grow up in. And that's not where I am right now.
Republican organizers in this community have declared they are not worried about losing this race. What Republicans are worried about, though, possible copycats, similar campaigns in other districts. Kyle Kirby calls it dirty tactics.
I think it could very well count as election fraud, what she's doing.
Okay, so do y'all think that that's election fraud?
It's not election fraud because she didn't perpetrate what she was. She's just a part of a party and she's just doing the opposite of what, quote unquote, the party stands for. But people do that all the time. There's people that are in Congress right now voting against the interests of the people that put them in there.
I think it's interesting how people use words.
Happened today.
What happened today? what specifically today? What part today? Today's been a whirlwind.
Yeah, about revealing. They voted against revealing congressional basically harassment, sexual harassment. They was keeping it silent. They voted against that. A bunch of female Democrats voted against it. Everybody was all about the Epstein, but when it says, the guy get office next to you, putting it out there that he has some cases pending, they like, dude, that's not right. We like, what? Everybody, all bunch of, and a few Republicans, they all voted against it.
No, it's laws, right? Everybody under the law except for me. Except me?
You mean I gotta tell on him? So
yes,
he gotta. So my homie,
y'all want everybody telling everybody an Epstein file. So keep that same energy.
Keep the same energy. The hypocrisy is very loud. So yeah, it's happening all the time. People vote against they vote against their own interests all the time. These are the people that you all trust, and it's all cool with the sister girl and the neck snap and all of that. But when you find out what they really standing for, and you like pearls clutched, but then y'all go right back to it.
Yeah, that's the other part is that people have very, very short attention spans and memories tend to be very, very forgiving when it comes to just straight voting down ballot. I don't know about that. I think I'm
doing this. People keep doing this all the damn time and they forget, oh man, 50 Cent just dissed FTI again, and they forgot about who voted for
I
what.
forgot. Yep.
Just that fast.
So this was what happened in District 14. Just so y'all can see, she very much got mopped. 83% to 17. They said not today. On the Democrat side,
I
the
mean,
black
but
lady
she
won.
still got 17. She was supposed to get 0.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
the main
listen.
thing.
Hey, drop some drip in the comments if y'all want me to go get a K-Bar for Congress sweatshirt made. Because I just thought that was hilarious.
She said, I'm
The
doing
dog.
it. What's up?
She said, I'm doing it. K-Bar for Congress. I ain't mad at it. I'm going to put a D and a R up under the name. I just thought that's just
Doctor.
Doctor up under there, dog.
What? That's crazy. He said Congress uses taxpayer money to pay off their victims too.
Yeah,
You know what? You're right, because that'd be
the
like
thing.
liability insurance, right? It'd be like under like an
Yes.
insurance.
Yes, them 80-year-olds is up there touching and feeling on folks, and then they got to cut checks.
Allegedly.
Yes. Allegedly. Yeah. I was going there.
Please.
But thank you for saying that for me, my dear
Yeah, I
brother.
felt my coins just, like Sonic hitting them.
Well,
spikes.
they would have, well, at the very least, they would have insurance to cover in the event something like that happened. Is that a better way to phrase it?
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like, I mean, we pay for everything. That's just the name of the game. If you sitting up on the hill and you do something out of pocket, we pay for it. That's it.
Well,
That's the tweet.
changing your party is one thing, but changing the world order is another. So let's go ahead and check in our favorite global toxic situationship. You already know where we're about to go with this.
Global toxic situation.
It is. It's wow. So Professor, I think it's Yang, is going really viral with how he's breaking down things about the US and Iran. So let's go ahead and get into this video. And I have a couple videos we'll get into just and then spark the conversation. Drop some drip in the comments. Definitely want to get y'all involved. Want to hear y'all thoughts.
You made 3 big predictions. 1, that Trump would win. 2, that he would start a war with Iran. And 3, that the U.S. would lose that war. It's quite a stunning prediction. Do you stand by it?
The reality is that right now, it's a war of attrition between the United States and Iran. And the Iranians have been preparing 20 years for this conflict.
Y'all hear what he just said? So 20 years ago would have been 2006. So just remember, 9/11 happened in 2000. So everybody was basically put on notice when that happened anyways. So don't get it twisted. 9/11 was more than 20. It's rolling up on 30 years, y'all. That's crazy. Them kids born during that time super grown. It's crazy.
And the kids born in a certain country where all this is happening and being prepared and being ready for what's to come and all of that stuff. That's a whole nother can of worms.
Those kids are 25 to 40.
And they've been doing their push-ups and counting how many virgins they're gonna get when they leave here. They are not playing over there. It's a whole nother thought process.
The ones that are 25 to 40 would have been children,
right?
Or teenagers.
Yeah.
They would have been.
Let's let him cook and then we'll pull in. But
I know I gotta chop this up because of where I got
the
source from. So we gotta chop up some of it.
And now they have a pretty good strategy of how to weaken and ultimately destroy the American empire. So what the Iranians are doing is they're waging war against the entire global economy. And so they are striking the GCC countries. They're going after the critical energy infrastructure. They blocked off the Strait of Hormuz. And eventually, they will go after the water desalination plants, which is the lifeblood of these nations because they don't have fresh water supply. The Iranians are actually threatening the very existence of Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar. And why this is important is that the Gulf states are really the linchpin of the American economy. So what they do is they sell petrodollars and then they recycle the petrodollars back into the American economy through the investments in the stock market. And right now, we know that the entire American economy is propped up by AI investments in data centers. And a lot.
So to pause that real quick, I saw this morning, they were talking about, I think it was those same countries say, oh, okay, you playing with us. We're going to cut your money off. So that's their power play. I don't know if you're going to get into that right like now, but that's their power play is like, we still give money to everybody. So don't play with us. You won't be able to make anything because you have no money. So that's their, like, he's talking about these countries, but these countries also are like the holders of like but he's talking about like the money, like for real, like how money's really valued exchange kind of is going through here. It's really important.
The banking system.
That comes from the Gulf states. So if the Gulf states are no longer able to sell oil and they're no longer able to finance AI, this AI bubble in the United States, then this AI bubble will burst, and with it will burst as well the entire American economy, which is really a financial Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, sir, an Amazon data center was literally hit in the UAE. Now, we also wanted to talk to you about munition. The United States is racing to accomplish Iran mission before munitions run out.
The United States military is not designed to fight a 21st century war. Remember, the military-industrial complex came to being after World War II, and it's designed to fight the Cold War. And the Cold War was really about muscle flexing, who was the first to get the person on the moon. And so the entire American military strategy revolves around very sophisticated technology that costs a lot of money to build. And that's what the American air defense system is. And that's why we're seeing this asymmetry in this war, where you have these $1 million missiles trying to take out these $50,000 drones. And it's not sustainable in the long term.
He said, we have $1 million missiles basically fighting $50,000 drones.
They're not even $50,000.
Yeah,
no, they he boofing that.
Yeah, he's just saying like your cost to do this is way up here, and theirs is still down there. They ain't even.
Yeah, that's
nowhere near.
That's probably what they was charging Russia. You know what I mean? But the materials to make them and all of that. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I wish my drone was 50,000.
That's crazy.
And so what we're seeing is really the puncturing of the aura of invincibility that sustained American hegemony for the past 20 years.
All right, drop some drip in the comments. What do y'all think about that before I get to the next one?
You going first, or because I can
go ahead
in on this one. Okay, so it's two actually key points.
And I'm gonna get to Israel next. That's our next thing, real quick. So just so you have a heads up, that's where we going with it.
Is that where we go? Yeah. So the first thing, like, you know, they took out the leader, right? That was the first big strike or whatever. But we think that deleting one guy uninstalls the whole ideology of a country of 90 million people. This ain't no app store.
It's one born every day.
It don't work that way. And the main thing that we can see, and the main issue is America is great at removing faces, terrible at replacing systems. We've seen this time and time again. We have history that shows us this. Destabilization and walking away does not work. There has to be partnerships involved in this. True people that know history, that won't repeat history. That's what we're lacking critical thinking in those regards. That's what's the whole point of going to West Point if you're not going to learn what the art of war truly is. Why call it the Department of War? Call it the Department of Wrecking Shit and walking away. That's what you can call it. Because it shows a lack of forward thinking, in my humble opinion, right? When it comes to this.
Yeah. And
because Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to with.
At all. You said exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
that's been my conversation all week. I'm like, you can kill whatever leader you want, but it's an Ayatollah born every single day over there. Literally, like right around the corner. There's one sitting in the crib, being raised with the same ideology that the last one is being raised with. See how fast they tried to install a new one right after that. You you just gonna run out of bullets. You put feet on the ground, it's a forever war. Like he said, he's saying 20 years, I'm saying longer. They've been ready. They've been wanting to fight. You know what I mean? They got jets painted on the ground. fake shadows of jets so you could bomb nothing. Like they have been preparing for this for a very long time. And they're well financed too. Hell, we've given them money. we've unlocked their bank accounts and allowed them to get some money. So they're well financed. So I mean, and like you said, that is very goofy to sit there and keep trying to take out leaders and then oversee who's going to come up next. Not building relations over there, not putting people in place to oversee certain things taking place and strengthening those relationships to make sure nothing happens in the future. I think Trump said, I would like to be involved or know who's going to be the next. I'm like, you would like to be? No.
I didn't take it as that. I took it as a demand. I didn't think it was I would like. He was saying that he basically, he may have said like, but he meant like, whoever that is need to run through me.
Yeah, I said
that's
nothing.
how
I just already,
that.
Before we came over there bombing, we would already have known like, okay, this is the person that we think that should be in place. We already should be having those conversations. It's already coming down the pipeline.
It's been done before. And even if it's a 20 to 25 year stint where, you know, homeboy might end up being a leader anyway, at least they were still under the thumb somewhat of we'll just call it empire, right? So regardless, there are other tools of use, sanctions, etc. You tariff maybe, but we already can see that tool did not work in these cases. It won't work on them. You've already sanctioned them to DizF. So at that point,
I don't give a damn.
Well, the thing is, it's like, what happens to Goku when he goes off and he goes into the hyper chambers and all that stuff, doing all them damn push-ups somewhere where the gravity is supposed to be 900 times what it is of Earth, and then he comes back to Earth. Exactly.
Yeah, and then Russia, you see, they supposedly trying to strike the a $12 trillion deal that's been floating around, the Dmitriev, whatever the hell they calling that thing, trying to get their sanctions lifted. Everybody trying to make some money and profit off of this, but they know it's a forever war if they put boots on the ground over there. We've already seen it. It's been way too many skirmishes happening over there. So you can strike all you want, but the ideology is not going to change.
Oh, see, yeah, we got somebody in the comments. I hope you don't mind that we put this one up, but yeah, I want a world peace. My son is over there. I don't want him to end up unalived or like me with no legs in a wheelchair. You get what I'm saying? Like that's like people.
I didn't get a chance to say what up to Jason. I was waiting.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man. And
shout out to Jason. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, and we wish your son safe travels back here because it's a mess over there. I actually have I've been in coachings all week. I got someone that I personally interviewed and hired who has family over there in Jordan right now, and he's going through it because he was supposed to actually fly over there a week and a half from now to go visit family, and now flights have been shut down. Communication is happening, but it's not as plentiful as it once was because everybody on high alert. So yeah, it's a mess, man. It's a mess. Prayers.
So Professor Yang, if you get a chance to check him out on YouTube, he has a lot of different videos. He tells you about history. He'll tell you about some of the things and some of the strategy on both sides. He's pretty good at like being more of the neutral side because he's kind of just giving you information. So I think that he's a good person to check out. So I don't really understand why you even go poking over there. It would be different if something happened that prompted us to need to go investigate or something happened. It almost just seems like we're just going over there to bully. It's the equivalent of Gaza, Ukraine. It's stuff like that where we're just like, but even with Russia and Ukraine, there's a baseline of basically they like, you about to come back to USSR. Like you coming over here. I can see what happened there, but in this situation, I can't. There's like no baseline of why we're doing this, and it's not
what you're saying. I like that.
It's not from your
keep cooking.
Talk about me.
Yes, keep going.
And it's not like it will be different if your constituents were like, yeah, you know what? Let's go. And I really have not heard anyone be like, yeah, we need to pull up. No one was like, we need to pull up on Iran today. No one. I've heard that has not been. Where did that come from?
We sliding. Like what, huh?
Not for the last 2 decades. Have you heard anybody say, "Hey, yo, man"? No, because we already know
now.
It's been
like, what
our relations with them has been so mismanaged and so effed up for so long. See, Obama tried to negotiate with him. Biden tried to negotiate with him. Bush have tried to negotiate with him. Like Iran is just Iran. They like, it is what it is. We are who we are. We believe what we believe. We're going to do what we do.
But they're not going out after nobody that I'm aware of. Nobody, like, there's been no news of, I don't know. Let me not say what I'm about to say, because I'm about to get a whole group mad at us if I say what I was about to say about people coming over.
No, but the thing with them is that they're more damaging to their own people than anywhere else. They're their own little toxic ecosystem. You know what I mean? So that's why you see people celebrating, because they like, they very, very old school with how they do things over there. And they don't care about killing anybody or whatever the case may be, allegedly.
Well, hold on.
You have no real footage of that.
But they also, like, we talk about 92 million people who
you can't have 92 million people if it's that repressive. Like,
but I'm just saying, if there's 90 million plus people who at the very least, at least probably 90% plus believe in a religion that will do whatever for that religion. They operate for themselves within that religion and within that moral perspective, and they ain't messing with nobody. I just don't understand why we messing with them. It just doesn't make sense. Like they doing their own thing. They're living their life the way they want to. They're not hurting anyone else. They're just living in their country. Like,
right. But
why is that? Somebody let me know. Why is that a problem? I genuinely don't understand.
But deeper than that, though, because they're so tyrannical, people around them wants to slow down their growth. They want to be the superpower. They like, we got the oil, we got bread. Why for we can't have our nukes? Why for we can't have?
Are you talking about
military?
Iran talking like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yes. They like, what? Why can't we have what you all have? We got all of the Benzes, we got all of the foreign cars, we got the ladies, we got the parties. You come kick it with us. Just don't build no base over here. Just don't come over here talking about you. Yeah. They like, just don't think you about to come over here and think it's sweet, because your lady better be covered. Y'all better pray just as many times as we pray. You better.
And it's probably not even everywhere too. Why people like
it's not going to be everywhere.
Yeah, also we have misconceptions of like what people from Iran probably do or look like. I can share a story.
No, it's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful
and
country.
Beautiful people.
Are very friendly, nice people. The regime it rules with an iron fist. It just is what it is. You're not gonna come over there doing anything, and then they can't, they could declare you an enemy of God in a millisecond. And that can go however it go. You know what I mean? But that's
you should be over there then. You already know what they
That's what I'm saying. That's
right.
the ecosystem.
You
I ain't going over there.
Respect the culture that you go to. Yeah.
Exactly. If you come here, you better learn our language. You go over there, you better learn our ways. It just is what it is. Y'all saw Sex in the City, the part 2. The second what's her name got out of pocket, she like, we got to get the F out of here. They like, you got to leave. You going to jail because you showed some thigh and you kiss somebody in public. That's a real thing. They have laws. Respect yourself. This is not that.
But I think what this also brings into how we actually got into this deep and this long is a lot of people went into like an America first type of ideology when all of this people try to understand how the hell is this America first? Like what kind of relationship is this? And is real exploitative when you think about it. Like, is it really a special relationship that we have with this other country? And why does our tax money always play side chick? Think about that. We're told that it's about values, it's about the receipts that that's talk about this weapons and leverage, but I don't see those receipts.
Well, let's talk about receipts for a second. I'm gonna play this video for you, and then I'm gonna get to what Joe put in there because that's interesting. Because let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Israel playing a big part of that. So let's talk about Israel for a second. Tyler, I think this is Tyler Oliveira. He might be the creator of this. Watch this. And y'all let me know, because we always talk about how Israel does their own thing. Watch the investigative reporting. We talked about like what's that dude who was doing the daycare thing? What was his name again? I can't remember. But no different than
Sterling.
Yeah.
Nick
so
Sterling.
this is keep that lens on. If you felt that way about him, you keep that same energy about this. Let me go to I can't hear it. I can't hear it. Here we go.
Can I call the cops on you? Okay, that's it. I'll be back.
Oh, brother.
Nobody wants you here. Please move out.
That's me getting the cops sicked on me in Lakewood, New Jersey, one of the largest Orthodox Jewish communities in America. 1 month ago, I made a video in a Jewish village in upstate New York that was called an anti-Semite for questioning anomalously high welfare usage among Jews.
Y'all see that? Y'all see? I'll drop the full video in the description after this.
With massive families.
Look around. You will not see a non-Jewish resident here.
We got the Yiddish bus.
This is really all Jewish schools. That pizza place, it's going to be kosher pizza.
Tell me about Lakewood. Good place to live?
Amazing place to live. There's so much Jewish life here. It's so easy to be Jewish.
Happy Shabbos, man.
You too. Enjoy.
All right, have fun.
Tyler! I love you, Tyler! Tyler is the GOAT!
So people are moving.
God bless you.
You should go because you're stopping.
You should go.
He's stopping traffic, not me.
Yeah, right. No. You should move on. Nobody wants you here. Please move out.
He was saying, Tyler, he loves me.
Any person from any race has a right to have children.
Why do I have to pay for it? That's all I'm asking. Why do I have to pay for it? Answer that.
Elon Musk has 12 kids. Why can't I have 12 kids?
He pays for it.
Their story point over here is that people can't have children if they can't afford them.
You should.
Did you hear that? Your story point is that people can't have children if they can't afford them. Now hear what he about to say after this.
Not have more kids than you can afford. You're arguing that I should pay for your kids.
I'm not arguing that I should have kids.
You are.
I'm arguing that the government said.
No, that's our money. I pay taxes.
Let's discover that anti-Semitism is lucrative, huh?
Why do you think anything that you don't like to see is anti-Semitism?
Trying to twist it to make it look like we're doing fraud. It's going to make you a lot of money, and it's going to gin up a lot of hatred towards the community that's seeing a rise in anti-Semitism that hasn't been seen in years.
You know I'm not an anti-Semite.
I don't know that.
Come on. You use that as a weapon.
Excuse me, what are these pictures for? Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Can I call the cops on you? Okay, that's it. I'll be back.
Okay.
You two gentlemen.
It's restarting, so go ahead.
So, as we talk about Israel for a second, okay? Oh, shout out to Jason. He saw the whole video. Oh yeah. You gotta watch the whole video.
That was like 20 minutes or something like that, right?
Yeah, I've seen the whole video,
episode.
but basically he's going in and saying, hey, we have a really strong bond with Israel. Let's see how that relationship is when people from Israel come here and of the Jewish faith. And what his investigation was, do they use the system? How do they pay for things? Where do their kids go to school? It's a specific area in New Jersey. Like he said, you really can't. It's not that you can't live there, right? Because that's illegal. But
I've heard about Lakewood.
Right?
I've heard about Lakewood.
And so they basically they called the cops on him, try to get him kicked out. They cussed him out, try to physically remove him. You know, he was trying to ask questions. They would ignore him. He asked some of the women, like, well, what do you do for work? And they're like, I work. And he's like, well, where do you work? And they just like run away. A lot of the guys spent time in the praying. And he's like, well, if you pray all day, how do you make money? The women make money. And a lot of people, he went to like the grocery store and he said, hey, how do most people pay for the groceries in here? And they were basically like, oh, they get benefits. And so that's what put him on the whole, like, why am I paying for you? Like, so that's just to give some context of his investigating report. And he went on site, asked questions, was asking people. Very good video. But
I think that it pulls in like the whole. They tell everybody else to pull themselves up by the damn bootstraps and all this kind of talk.
Yeah.
You know, that's all that we've been getting at. The whole
your whole lifestyle
the
is
welfare queen and all, you know, all of those things that put a certain stigma and connotation and hue to the use of government programs with everybody.
People who's foreign that come over here.
Government
programs. You from another country
Yeah.
and you come over here. What's the stigma of you coming over here? Whether it's, you know, Mexico, Canada, wherever it may be, you know, stigma, Jamaica, you know, Haiti, whatever. Like, so why did I bring this up in regards to Iran? Well, Israel and Iran are not exactly friends. They're not exactly friends. And it's interesting to see our partnership with Israel, right? And the benefits we give people who are Jewish. Now you can, I don't believe you have to be from Israel to be Jewish. Judaism is a religion. However, I just think that it's an interesting pairing of how much we really work with them. And like you said, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps is something that we tell everybody else to do. But based on his investigating reporting, seems like a nice situation where you go to your community, right? I mean, you get to go to your community. Joe said that, and I wanted to talk about when we talk about 19. Yeah, so he said that the post 1979 that, you know, women stopped having rights, you know, unaliving people for certain things, but that's because, if I'm not mistaken, the original leader before 1979 was not one that was pushing the Islamic State. I believe after 1979, that's when it became a full Islamic State. And because of that, then you start taking on Islamic rules. And so that is why women's rights changed and so forth.
Yeah.
I would have to say this, though. If the women and people did not agree with the change like that, and they had these rights before, a good mass majority had to be with it, because it's just too many people to like not say we're not gonna do that. So I know, and I agree with you, Joe. Like, is it really our, like, that's their thing? Like, who we would be mad if they came over here and told us that, I know you're a melting pot, but you need to do this and that and the other thing. You'd be like, well, why are you bringing your butt over here talking to us? So I agree with you, Joe. Like, it's not, they're not doing anything to us specifically. So I mean, how they want to.
No, I mean, but that's the whole point of politics.
They decided they want an Islamic State, is how I understand it.
So politics, aka diplomacy, is used by carrots and sticks. Carrots is that you want to be a part of the global community, and so hey, I don't like what's going on in, we'll say, apartheid South Africa. This should change, and there's various things that happen there. The United States in the 60s received pressure from the global community because of the stuff with you know, like civil rights. There are so many things that happen in pressure in China. There was pressure on China for extreme communist regimes and all of that, where people were persecuted, and so on and so forth around the global construct. So for people to say that diplomacy doesn't work is different than saying that we need to be dominant over all of these groups and communities. The thing is that the economy makes the world go round. Unless you want to eat dirt and sticks and all of that kind of shit, then you're going to have to be able to trade globally. You make things that other people want. And that's how it works. So, hey, I would buy more of whatever you have, but I don't like what you're doing to the women of your community. So until you get that together, we won't be able to have this back and forth that we would like to do as far as global trade. Those are the types of things that happen from mature governments and growing governments. Go ahead.
And not to mention, folks have a lot of leverage in their areas of the world to where they could shut certain things down from happening. You know, our world is built on trade. You got ships and byways and rivers and oceans that people got to cross to get over here to deliver stuff. Certain folks can shut that down at any given time. So it's always good to display some sort of diplomacy and come to the table to try to come to an understanding. Because I feed you, you feed me, and vice versa. And it's not going to stop. No matter how many bombs you drop or how many people you take out, we still need each other to function. That's just it. That's all I got. That's all I got.
So this brings us to, we talked about, some of the relationships. Let's talk about America for a second. Let's bring it back home. Shout out to the Master Investor. I always pull him up. Great content creator. Gives some good investment information as well. So let's go ahead and get into that.
American people actually believe it. That these files aren't true. I don't think there's any more conspiracy theories. We talked about glyphosate. We talked about the American education system. These files that the government doesn't have your best interest at heart. I think the biggest one is that it's viable to stay here long term. We talked about it, but I seriously believe everyone needs to consider the exit plan. And for those of you who are in MAGA or you are a fair skin, don't hit me with if you don't love it, leave it. Bullshit. Because y'all are leaving at the highest clip ever. Okay. So don't do that, please. But it's unsustainable for us to be in multi-year wars that we keep losing. Like, people may personally benefit from the war, but as a country and as a military force, we are losing these wars and the costs are exorbitant. What's the
What y'all think about that? I think it's interesting to hear people who are investors and what they think about what's going on, right? And his point is, people making money, but are you making money? That's really what he's asking. He's like, and if you aren't making money, you got to figure out, is this and what's going on for you? Chances are the answer is no. So you need to figure out what your exit plan or your plan B, C, D is going to be. And that's because a lot of the stuff we're breaking up, right? We got war going on. Also, Trump talking about, we about to pull up on Cuba next. That's the next, so Cuba next, right? And people are suffering. Y'all go check out the gas. What you get gas for today? Gas up almost like a whole $1 a gallon. It's crazy, y'all. Tallarico. I didn't even bring up Jasmine Crockett and Tallarico. Shout out Jason. So Jason's bringing up, Master Investor was like, hey, you might not be able to stay here. Jason's like, well, regardless, what do you do? If you are going to stay here, that means you need to vote people in your best interest. And I don't know if you're in Texas or not, Jason, but in Texas, Jasmine Crockett and Tallarico had face off in the Democratic. And we're going to get into the Republican one in a second. That's wild. But the Democratic face off to see who's going to be the candidate for the Democrats, and Tallarico won. And they're both progressive, right? Except the way Plain Dave talked about it on his Common Sense car rides. If you ain't get a chance to check out the video, he do not mess with Jasmine. But Jasmine,
this is the thing though, and a lot of people
not mess with Jasmine.
No, I don't mess with this cosplaying person. When she first came in, she had the demeanor of a person that wanted to work with everybody for the betterment of her district. As soon as she got in there, she became the face of eyelash and snapping necks.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it just after and that's what ultimately damaged her chances of what's led us to where we are right now. Tallarico is the safer choice, if you will. You know what I mean? Because
of course he was the
what is-
safer
what's
choice.
your-
He's
yeah,
a more moderate
but what is
choice.
your what is your policy? What are you standing for? You can't sit here and call 6.5 million people within the state the cotton pickers and then
Yeah,
get mad when they don't vote
that
for
was
you.
weird too. Like, why are you going back and talking about stuff like that? Like things like that, where you're trying to perform for a certain, we'll say, churchy audience, right? Back, and that's even an older crowd. Like that's Tom Joyner morning show type
Right.
of stuff. And
that's Booze Cruise ish.
There we go. And so you need to actually start talking about what's affecting people in the community. Now, with Jason saying, "Hey, what do I do? Where do I stand?" There's a couple things that you can do. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, to me, it doesn't even matter. Open up your eyes to what people stand for, because we're at a space where our representative democracy is not even representing us in the way that it should.
We got a video coming out for that too.
Okay, well, segue queen has it all the way together,
right? And start local, Jason. What the hell's going on in your backyard? I don't care about what's going on the hill. What are they doing for you in your city, in your sector where you are? That's where you got to start at. And we seem to always jump over that. We always jump over that. Everybody want to know if the neighbor across the street mowing their grass and their kitchen dirty as hell. You got to start within your own situation and see what that, what your councilman is about. Look at what's going on with the person that's running your ward. Look at the mayor. You got to start local. That's where we make the mistake at it. We become hyper local, then you can start looking at it from a bigger scope once you understand who's in place and who's really working for you in your own backyard and in your own town. That's where I always tell people.
You want to know how you can tell that you're in a neighborhood? When you move into a neighborhood, there's several people that might show up to your house. They might even be bearing gifts, cakes, cookies, pies, paper.
Yeah.
And they want to know who you are in their community. Doesn't matter what you look like. They just want to know who you are. You might be a different hue in the place, but that is the difference between a neighborhood and just a place where you live.
There you go.
I got a story real quick. Story time. Boom. I moved into a place and a lady across the street. This lady had a pie she made from scratch from the tree behind her house. Very nice. She's somebody's grandma. She was talking about her grandkids coming, her kids coming, stuff. If I needed her to wash anything or anything like that, I was like, I ain't got no dog, sis. You ain't gotta worry about that. But she wanna know who I was. Oh, you work? Got a job? Yes, ma'am. I got a job.
I got the job.
I got a job. I'm not squatting, baby.
I got several of those stories.
I got
several of those stories.
Whenever I move, like my parents come and visit and stuff. So like, my parents get to know especially like the older folk, they get to know people and stuff. But it was the first time I ever moved into a community where like she wanted to meet me, and she wasn't the only person, but like wanted to know about me and tell me about herself and basically telling me, I'm watching you in your house. Well, good. Shouldn't be no break.
Yeah. Shoot, I remember the first time I moved out in the area where I'm at right now. They gave us about 6 days after that moving truck had pulled off before they all started pulling up and knocking on the door. One neighbor even tried to come in and hand me some stuff, but we said, "Whoa, wait a minute, I'm coming outside."
Like, no, I ain't never get to see in this house before.
They was trying to, hey, how you doing? They was coming. I said, "Oh, wait a minute."
Yeah, I'm from the hood, dog.
I'm like, hold on. I got PTSD. Don't do that. So that's the difference between when you in the neighborhood and drop the neighbor and you just got people standing outside staring at you like this. And you like, oh shit, where did I just move to? So yeah. Those are the people that's voting hyper local. Those are the people that know exactly who who their councilman is. They're telling you who the councilman is. They know
They're
all
telling
the firefighters. They know all of the cops.
Because
cops know them.
that's how you build relationships. You have to know who people are. You can't scroll on your phone to know who your neighbor is
at all. All. They know the trash people. They bring in the trash people cookies.
You do
great.
something good. The trash man
take
your can back to the back for you. That's
all
because you done gave him a gift card, on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
hey man, if
that's
you
Mr.
throwing
Parker.
out of bed, text me. I'll let you know how we need to handle that. You be like, it took some getting used to, but after a while, now it's an expectation when I go and look at a house, or if I'm thinking about switching neighborhoods. I want to look around and see what's going on. Who knows who? Now,
knock on doors. That's how that works.
I didn't get that kind of response, but I did get a neighbor that forced an introduction, which I thought was hilarious. Hey, how are you? My name's such and such, such and such and such. And they all did the awkward pause, like, I'm playing dang.
And you are?
Yeah. They didn't even say that part. Hi, I'm such and such. And they said, I said, damn, I'm me. I had to tell everybody, like, yo, they like, yeah, they've been over here. They've been over here. They waited until you pulled off and then they came over. I said, okay, but that's all right. Guess what? I know they watching my house. I know they all take care of each other. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Hyper local. Know your folks. Know where you are.
Now that was a really good question, Jason. We happy to go in deep. Over here, we just want to be open-minded and have these questions. And we're living life just like you are. We don't have all the answers, but we can work through it together. That's what we hear.
Oh yeah. That's why we say drop drip in the comments, because you all are very knowledgeable about different things. We love information.
Speaking of information, Christy Noem, we're gonna touch her real quick. Not touch her. We're gonna touch up on
touch her.
Wrong time to say that. Not good. That was the Epstein files.
Oh shit.
I mean that. Take it back.
Well, they vote against that in Congress these days. Dang.
Christy Noem, our horse princess, has been taken away from her duties as Secretary of Homeland Security. Let's just keep it real. When she went on wax and said, yeah, Donnie knew I spent that money. He was like, get her out of here. Don't be using my name, talk about you spending money I said was good. That's where she messed
fired.
Up. You're fired. Don't be saying I did that. Don't be doing that. So even in the hearing, then they asked her, have you ever had sex with your top advisor who's also married? Her answer was tabloid garbage. Now, sis ain't say no. Sis ain't say no. She was like, it was good. No, she ain't say no though, allegedly. She ain't say no though. She said, we ride out. Hey.
I went to see a man about a horse. That's what she said.
She said, I like horses. Okay. So Trump said she gotta get out of here. Don't be doing that. Don't use my name. And he has replaced her with Mark Wayne Mullen. Actually, this is the first time I actually seen this man's face for real. Like to know this is who he's talking about. From Oklahoma.
He been thugging it out all week in Congress. I finally just found out who he was like Tuesday. I'm like, who is this guy? But he been asking some hard-nosed questions. So
that's who they got coming in. So I just wanted to shout that out. We'll get more into that, but just wanted to touch on that. And never mind. There's nothing good I can use with segues on any of that, because between Trump and her saying that it's tabloid garbage and she was getting that thing, it's all bad.
Right? Let's be for real. It wasn't
been on the wall
because she got caught slipping on that whole, essentially, like we'll call it fraudulent-esque activity where magically, $100 million or so went to a company that was made 8 days before they got the government contract, and that's and that's what's gonna blow up the spot. Like if you're gonna do some insider stuff, at least don't be that sloppy. My goodness. Hey, I got this bag that's coming up, plain Dane. Hurry up and make a LLC real quick so I can hand you this cash.
Done.
Look, I'm like, you saying this on his phone?
Not on the live stream.
Can you at least let me get on the app to disappear some messages?
Yeah, get on the WhatsApp
I'm
or
gonna text
something.
you the details real quick.
You gotta be on the
No
WhatsApp
Obama
or something.
Allegedly killed Check Low. That was all locked up. No, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I've said this before, man. The writing's been on the wall for Christie since the way she handled Minnesota. The way she
them
you
two
could
folks
tell
got on the line.
you could tell she was up at that point. You know, the pockets was a little heavy and she was just feeling herself. I'm like, wait a minute, man. Like, you come on now. You done forgot you was a politician. Like, you talking too crazy. So she put herself under a microscope. It was only a matter of time. She had already, wrote a check that ass couldn't cash. You already knew it.
You know what? I'm surprised that this administration held out this long because, I guess one of the critiques was that it was a super revolving door last term. So, they trying to hold on for dear life on everybody and say, yo, these the picks that but that's what happens when you put people in position and they just may not be ready for it or can't grow into it. Some people get jobs where they're managers and they had no damn business managing a paper bag, let alone people. Like, you manage this process. Don't manage a person nowhere because you don't know how to talk to people. Hey, can I get off this week? My kid got this kids. This job. If you ain't over here about this job, I don't want to hear nothing. You might as well fire yourself.
Oh, okay.
If you can't come in.
And as I say about,
can you write that down?
Woman,
write that down. Send me an email that you said that.
I like that though. I dig that. She rode the right horse for too long, and that's that's just the best.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
I ain't gonna lie. If she was less attractive, she'd have been fired in January.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Got her up out of there. She rode the right horse for too long. They let her get that bread up a little bit. Trump might even say, you know what? Let her get a little change. Let her feather her nest, and she's out of here before April. That's what he said.
But okay, before we go any further, because we got to talk about these nukes for a second. But she's not an anomaly on some of that stuff. Like when we talk about the damn people work for you, allegedly Fannie Willis. Let's not act like the same thing. There's somebody else I have brought up too, but
you got people buying $50,000 chairs.
Like so.
I saw that chair on Temu.
Real quick, I wanted to talk about France. This is our last People's Brief. We did most of this is really news and politics. So I'm proud of us for that. So elections are next year. Y'all know Macron is the head of France, but he has a new person, Jordan Bardella, who is a little more far right. And he is very much for being nuclear armed for France and being more of a military power. I found this interesting because
I don't know if they got enough GDP for all of that, but well, it's the annexation that they're trying to do. There's certain things that they're already put in place.
Yes, we can do it. That's what her face says. We can do it.
Well, there's a couple things. Like, say for instance, like if you're going to talk about it would be a part of an arms race, for example, right? That means that there are certain global alliances that are severing at this point, even from an economic standpoint, we'll say technological standpoint. There's annexation from U.S. companies that are happening in some of these, in some of the European Union spaces. right? So people are removing themselves away from Microsoft products, removing themselves away because they feel like there's too much of a technical hold. Where maybe it was France, but someone got sanctioned, and then they revoked her email account, so she couldn't be on Teams. She couldn't have an email.
Yes, it was Teams.
I can't think. Yeah, I can't remember who that was. I feel like we touched on that though, didn't we?
Yeah. If not, it would have been something that been in our wheelhouse. But I'm just saying, like, so people are like, you're gonna sanction me to that degree. That means that you can pull a plug on my technical life,
right?
And we can't have
Microsoft.
That means we going back. Ain't no cloud.
So
Everything
France
about to
is
be back on prem.
U.S. platforms like Microsoft
Right.
Teams, Zoom, due to security concerns. So yeah, that is one.
Yeah. So moving right back to cloud is about to not
by
be a thing that
2027
people care about, is because it'll be at least from a government perspective, it's going to be about not giving your information, data, secrets over to other places that it can be exploited. So it'll be a focus on IT security. Give it a couple years, and if we talking about a technological boom, it'll be AI infused, but you're gonna need people to have the creativity to understand
All
what's
day
going
long.
on here.
Hey, you, get off my mountain. Hey, you, get off my cloud. Get your
Speaking
ass
of
out.
mountain and speaking of clouds, let's talk about Neanderthal men
segue.
banging human women for hundreds of thousands of years.
What?
Woo!
Yeah.
So we're sliding from the People's Briefing into Rewind and Rethink. So just lighten it up a little bit before we get out of here. We're gonna make these quick so we get out of here. We hope we ain't gonna hold y'all for too long. So
damn.
Basically, long story short, it says roughly 10% of human DNA come from Neanderthals, and a new study argues that encounters between them and us may not have been evenly distributed between the sexes. So, anyways, they did they researched and they found out that basically the women preferred Neanderthal men. They had they just couldn't get enough of them.
You know what I'm gonna say about this is that ladies been dating projects ever since caveman era in this study.
I'm
just
saying.
confirmed.
And look,
That's it.
Listen, and it also furthers my notion that women love assholes. Because
There
what
you
was
go.
that conversation like?
So,
Ain't no game.
Craig,
Look, you want me to do this?
Look, she's sitting there grabbing herself while he's sitting there beating up monkeys and trying to kill a bird and hunting and gathering, and come back and look at her like,
my time to shine, baby.
Hey, listen, understand me. You know how it is when you come from the gym. Only can you imagine? Can you look at homeboy? Look at homeboy. Look at his bone structure. That man ain't talking to no woman. He taking what he wants because that's all he been doing all day is hunting and gathering. That's it. And he gonna hunt and gather up. Yeah.
Right.
Y'all still drip in the comments.
But let's
look. He gonna
There's a
sit there
reason
talking.
why there's a reason
that
why
eyebrow,
we go into
boy.
it.
You know
Yeah,
what?
you
You
gonna
Not my time to
little
shine.
bit of
is wild.
Anthony Davis over here. You know what I'm saying? That's what... All right.
So
But,
why
I
am I
mean,
bringing this up?
Hold on.
I'm
Let me.
bringing- go ahead.
I
I'm
got
sorry, go
one
ahead.
last thing I'm about to say
sorry,
about
go
Neanderthals pulling women, and my man can't even get a text back. Crisis confirmed.
They not Neanderthal enough. They
There
carrying
you go.
purses now.
we just talked about that. I removed the one that was gonna show y'all about the Wall Street's finest. It was a bunch of dudes with purses, but we gonna skip that today.
Right. They ain't hunters and gatherers.
No,
They accessorizing and carrying purses.
but Here's an interesting article, and this is why I brought that up first, is allegedly Gen Z men are twice as likely as baby boomers to say women should obey them. Y'all calling cap? Do y'all think this is true?
I think it's true in the basement. You know what I'm saying?
When they're around the homies.
It says that
you remember that Key and Peele skit? I said, bitch.
So it's a 31% of Gen Z men back obedience in marriage. They did a survey of 23,000 people across 29 countries, and the results were 31% of men and Gen Z agreed that a wife should always obey her husband. Another 33% said a husband should have the final word in important household decisions. Now, you already knew the baby boomers was going to land in there, but there was the 13% on the obey and the 17 on the final word. And I think they just didn't interview the right ones because, baby, they missed at least a 5 and a 6 in the front. But because I don't think I've ever met any boomer man, to be honest with you. You know what? I guess if they would have caught them maybe 10 years earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna say everybody
like,
chilled
because
out.
now
That's
they like,
the
listen,
level
I just need
to like shit. Just
hey,
put
go
my
back
keys on
up.
the table.
Go
I'm
back
try
up.
not to.
You see that Jamaica? That's what I grew up looking at in the basement of my house. This is
No.
I'm just telling you, this is the energy that we came up around. It wasn't none of that. His last name Morrison. My last name Robbins. Y'all what? Yeah, we've been married 7 years. Huh? None of that. That's the problem right there. We two different people in a marriage. Ain't no two become one. It's look, only thing we share is this house.
Look at this number though. It says Gen Z women came in at 18% and baby boomer women came in at 6%. That's because they didn't reclaim their time at the end of their life. Right? So I'm not obey. Obey who?
Stella got it. No, I did that. I did that in my 30s, honey.
I did that, yeah.
Stella getting her groove back now. She over in Jamaica.
I mean, for me, this is just like pendulum swinging stuff, like where we went so far over to like the left with some of this that
don't forget about our
people
Neanderthal brothers and sisters, okay, that was going in and taking them and getting them rough.
But
no words needed.
To me, I mean, the can has already been popped because you want 1950s obedience, but you need to bring 1950s cost of living back in order to have a one income scenario. Unless you can make some money, that's the only way. Like, if she ain't obeying you, she obeying that pocketbook or that purse.
Hold on here, okay.
Or you got to be that Neanderthal that come out the bush and you broke. That hobosexual.
Yeah, I mean, but
not you.
I'm just saying, he coming out the bush like, I play basketball, you cook.
No.
Get that?
No, not you.
What is money? What is that?
Said, sorry, Dr. James has to go home because she needs to cook for her man, even though he's been there all day.
Right. Exactly.
She needs to push the button on that PS5.
She better get
you remember you remember the one Dave Chappelle skit when they had to do the wife swap? I don't know who you're talking to. Watch your tone. Go in there and make me a plate.
Yeah. These dudes, they yelling out "obey" from an apartment with LED lights and no headboard on their bed.
The food's lacking obey. Get your ass in there and put some more on that fish.
So let's look at some more of these numbers real quick. They said 43% of the young men said that young men should try to be physically tough, even if they're not naturally big. 30% said men should tell their friends, "I love you," and 21% of the men said, 21% said men who take part in childcare are less masculine.
Oh,
here's the conflicting
like Al
then.
Bundy mixed with Hood Freezer.
Oh, it gets even better.
Mixed with a little bit of Future.
So it also said that the men were also likely to say that women with successful careers are attractive. 41%. 27% of boomers said that of both
You
genders.
can't have both.
There you go. They said that's what makes your head hurt. So they want to be masculine, but they also want somebody to pay half.
Half-culan.
Like, so
Yeah.
look, you need to go in there and make me a play, baby. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go in there and do that thing. The rent due though. So I'm gonna need your 1,000. I need your 1,000. Your baby crying. But before you go take care of that baby, make that money in the account or our rent due.
But that's the problem right there. What? That's the problem right there. You even suggested that means she got her own account. Where the hell they do that at?
If they not married, they better be doing it. What you mean?
I listened to a lot of Onyx back in the day. What's mine is mine. What's yours is mine.
Wow.
But even if they do have a shared account, he better still have her half in there.
Share?
Because she got to go half. Like the
Share?
bills is due.
I like her as a singer. The hell you mean share? That's mine.
They just said they want an independent woman who has some money. So
That's
means the
what they
baby,
want.
the baby is crying. But before the baby is crying, you put your money on the rent and the electric, right? Because I'm not paying all that.
First of all, why you not
I'm a
holding the
man's
baby
man.
while you write the check?
I'm a man's man, but
Hold the baby while you write the check. What do you mean? Baby's crying. That means she ain't taking care of the damn baby.
See, now you got Joe.
there
up
you go,
in here
Joe.
now.
There you go, Joe. Right there. That's what Gen Z said. Baby, you in there cooking with the baby right there. Cook that. Hey, how was work? You still got a job, right? What?
Baby,
Put
look
some
what I
salt
brought
and
to the
put some
table.
seasoning in that
I'm
ass.
the man. This my
Look what I brought to the table. A cookbook.
this my house. Make sure you pay your half, but this my house. This my house, but you better have your part of the rent.
But that's the mistake right there. They talking about you put that baby. He
Only
had
my
to go.
name going on this lease. I can kick you out anytime. But have your
baby, look, baby, he had to go. Go, and hand me the remote on your way there to go give him this rent.
Speaking of handing a remote, let's get into these CEOs because they should have handed this campaign to somebody else, baby. We're gonna watch the McDonald's one, and then I'm gonna let y'all watch the Burger King one. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Folks will talk about this.
You've heard about it. Here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already. It's in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties.
Why you say it like that? Why is sesame?
Because it's the first time you've ever seen
Oh,
this.
there's so much going on with this.
This is the most
First of all,
gourmet-
let's
Oh, here we
try to
go.
get
Oh.
this thing. I don't even know how to attack it.
That's 'cause you
Got
don't eat
so
it.
much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth. Chris K here.
Wait, you want me to pause it?
No, I said pause to him. He said it's coming out.
Oh.
Not pause the video.
I thought you meant pause the video.
But yeah, like while we over here pause, like, you know what I'm saying? We got Joe out here. He said them the kind of guys that do pampered chefs and drink matcha. Yeah, that's it. Like
you can tell by his
probably a
Gap cardigan
fruitarian or something. He
Y'all
did
see
this
his bite?
program for
Y'all
real.
see this bite?
Look at his comb over.
Look at his bite. This is what people
Yeah,
been
he was-
calling me.
oh yeah. He
Y'all
was
ready?
like,
Y'all ready for the
everything
moment of
except
truth?
for the meat.
Yeah.
Mystery
Okay,
meat.
because this is
We're
what
going to
they've
Michigan.
been.
We're going to
This
Nebraska.
is what.
We're going to Oklahoma. Yeah.
This is what they've been clowning them on. Y'all ready?
Go ahead.
Do you see the amount that he bit? Do you see it?
Yeah, I
Nah, but
barely
look,
see
but
it.
look at him stare off his face,
That is-
like act like he ate that. He was like, I just
Threw up in my
ate.
mouth.
I just ingested dichemical
Plat-
chloride, benzene
Yeah.
chloride, forzine,
Right.
number 8.
And yellow number.
Right there,
6.
that part right there, him calculating
right
all
there.
the different things that he don't know what he just ate.
Right.
Like, oh my God.
He gonna be in there like the clumps when he turned it from Buddy Love. He about to do that in the bathroom. He can't.
How do I attack a burger and I'm 54 years old? I've never attacked a burger.
Right. What did I eat?
That is so good. That's a big bite for.
Still got a whole burger here.
Right.
Because
big
there's
arch.
no way
It's-
I'm going to take a real bite.
Right.
Distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious.
Now,
Those
King.
carcinogenic patties have been delicious.
Burger King is diabolical. This is Burger King. Now, I'll give y'all the update. People said the Burger King CEO was far more attractive and they was with it. I'm like, y'all just don't care about none of that. Y'all just want to know what somebody look like. So he's also getting flack, A, because the bite, but B, he's very much nerd vibes, right? So let's check this one out.
Not bad, right?
Only one thing missing. A napkin.
See? See?
His marketing team knew exactly what they were doing.
Listen, he drink Heineken's and tip good at the strip club. You can tell. Like he's a man's man. That's the energy he wanted to give off. Corporate
That is the
man's
energy he wanted to give off.
Yeah. I
Drop
don't know
some
if it's
different
real effect.
comments.
Yeah, I got biker vibes when he bit into that burger,
Yeah,
Well, I think he went second though. Like
But
I
I'm
think
still a CEO though, so I need a napkin.
Yeah, I'm still gonna keep it cool, but my Latina girlfriend at home thought I looked good on camera that day.
look at his bite.
Yeah, he's a monster. That's how I be eating these deals.
Oh,
wait a minute, that ain't a ball.
Even his face when he bit
Look
into
at
it.
First of all, look at the veins in his neck. He said, "I'm gonna stretch this mouth wide." Oh, he go to the gym. Look,
Yeah, he go to the gym. This one going to the gym.
He got squat bar neck. He a man's man. I'm telling you.
So drop some drip in the comments. Do y'all feel like this was unnecessary? Do you feel like this was necessary? Did it help the brand, hurt the brand? Let us know. I can let y'all know my thoughts in a second. Drop some drip. Looks like Joe said, oh, you must be talking about McDonald's. Like, how do I attack this? Doing that thing girls do. Oh, okay. How do I attack this? Joe is not a fan.
OF ready.
For me in this, I think it was a good trial on the marketing team to try to get them to be more like connected with the CEO. However, you got to know what your CEO's vibe is, right? Like for the McDonald's one, he like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have did that with him. Number two, that man eating organic at the crib. He ain't eating. He ain't grow up on them
He's $1 million
Happy
people.
Meals. He don't know nothing about being a Happy Meal.
So the only person that I believe ever ate the burgers that they made was Dave Thomas. Remember Dave Thomas?
From Wendy's, right?
Dave definitely ate at Wendy's. Because we all ate at Wendy's, because Wendy's was definitely quality at that time. You definitely was, yeah. The cheese tastes like cheese.
Yep.
Yes.
Just don't eat that damn chili. But everything else was when they came out with those chicken sandwiches, that was great. They were always 99 cents. That was awesome. You get a bag of burgers at night on a allegedly drunk night on a college.
Yeah,
trip.
man. Yeah.
Many
a studio night. Brother was going for that dollar holler.
All
McDonald's had a good dollar chicken.
They used to have that microphone chicken.
I might still would be eating some of this stuff if it wasn't, if it at least tasted like it was real.
Right.
Yeah.
All the fillers and all that stuff in there these days. Like,
I mean, they even messing up Chipotle now. Like,
there you go.
Right.
And what do you have to do? You have to vote with your dollars. Your dollars.
That's a great segue. That's a great segue. Drop the drip in the comments. For me, like, y'all, they didn't have to do their CEO like that. because this last one, vote with your dollars, but also buy with your dollars. This is about to be scary when this lady shows y'all. She's going to compare Great Value, the Walmart brand, same exact product, but bought two different types of the time frame. So let her show you.
Have both cans of corn in our pantry says that this change happened pretty recently. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you, because this has been making the rounds on social media and you might want to check your corn. You know, I went through every can of Great Value that I have in there to see if any of them have this, and nothing has it except for the corn.
You see that? She about to get into it. This right here, this warning label right here, that's what she about to talk about.
Oh, warning label. Because I was trying to figure out what the difference was.
Yeah, I'm like, I see the recycling sign.
Right.
So she gonna show you why in a second.
Except for the corn. And let me show you what they changed. Well, first of all, the calories doubled. Almost everything in the nutritional label doubled. So ingredients: corn, water, salt. Corn, water, salt. But now it's a product of Thailand, and what everybody's talking about is the California warning label.
Y'all heard about that?
I mean, California always has carcinogenic warning labels on damn near everything.
Yeah.
Damn, corn that cause cancer?
There you go. But she's saying the difference between the two cans is one is a product of Thailand and one's not. So let's keep going.
Every Great Value can that I went through, this is only on the corn that comes from Thailand. So my best guess is that it's coming from the pesticides used in Thailand. They very specifically removed the "it's great for you," this little guy here. And if you go look up on their website, so you can pause and read, for them to put that icon on it, it has to meet all of this.
So, they removed "it's great for you." It's just all right.
Shit might work.
It's edible. You can chew it. Shit.
It's got corn in it.
Look, you hungry?
Right, you hungry? You hungry enough, you gonna eat it.
Right.
Hit dog gonna holler.
Eat. Crazy.
And clearly the new cans do not, and they've got the California cancer warning on there. So there's that. So you might want to check your corn.
Damn.
Drop some drip in the comments. We've talked about a lot of things today.
It's a sad ass show right now.
Right.
No, we talked about a lot of things, but we also are here to inform y'all. So let's go ahead.
It's just pissing me off right now.
Well, we talked about a lot of things, like we
no, people need to know this.
People need to know this.
I'm just saying, it's giving outrage.
It's definitely
right
a downer.
Now,
yeah, used to worry about Newports. Now I got to worry about damn corn.
Right.
But more importantly, I think this is a call to action to understand when we're importing
be
food,
vigilant. Yeah.
Why RFK is supposed to be over this? What's going on? Why are you allowing stuff from Thailand though, RFK? What's up?
He too busy putting nut sweat in jeans. So
I'm about to say, dude,
hold on, wait, what happened?
You know, because last time I checked, he was on a Peloton in a damn a red heated room working out.
What?
Yeah, he listen. He trying to get ready for the summer. He trying to get his summer body together. He ain't got time to be checking corn labels in Walmart. But at the same time, you got to ask yourself, because 5 of the richest people on earth, last name is Walmart. Why would you even want to even do business like this? Why are we taking it? Why are we getting the cans of corn from Thailand? And where is all my people that love to protest? Leave the damn Target parking lot and walk over to Walmart's and ask them, why is it if I'm not smoking cools, I might catch a cancer from eating the damn corn.
But even worse than that, there are corn products or products that are made with corn that are just ingredients in other things. So you already know that's the same corn that's going to be put in something else, or high fructose corn syrup. So that means it's going to go inside of a candy bar. It's going inside of a lot of your meats that have like hamburger helpers and all that kind of stuff. These things are being introduced. If it's to that degree, it's the same crop. It's not like it's going to be just relegated to this can for this company at this time.
We can't say that, but I can say this. When you go get those prepared foods, where do you think they get the product for to make it? They bust open the cans that are the in-brand cans typically. They don't use the on brand, they use their brand. So you getting, if it's a whatever made with the corn, you getting that in that prepared food.
Yeah.
So you go into the little station or they pre-made a little whatever it is, you getting that more than likely.
We're using cancerous corn to increase
and
profit.
They don't put that on those little labels. Like the ones, the prepared ones, I don't know if it's legal if they have to even put it on there. I don't know how they would, it doesn't pass through something. So I guess they don't even have to put it on there. Farm fresh by, oh no.
Right.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, that's another thing that's serious because a lot of these pesticides have already been proven to increase estrogen, blocking testosterone for so many things.
That's the thing.
So yeah, so I'm all for, like, how are your vegetables lasting longer than a week inside of your refrigerator these days?
Yeah.
Think about that. The conventional vegetables that you eat, like the whole apple still waxy and shiny. You can't even wash that shit off. Like, this is ridiculous.
So as we think about wars, think about who's in, who's out, who's representing you. Keep in mind, we talked about voting. When those things come up, hey, should we get, like, is this FDA? Should we bring this to FDA? People you vote for are the ones who get to voice, this is important. We need to talk about this. Who you vote for matters in that way. That's it. That's the drip, y'all. That's what I got for today. This has been a long show. I think it's been an informative show. I'm happy to add anything else if y'all want. If not, we can get into our end of the house cleaning and drip on out of here. You good?
Let's do it. Oh yeah, I'm good. Let's do it.
Well, that's the show, y'all. I am your co-host, Jim Jones. This is our daily drip show. We appreciate y'all dripping with us. Once again, I am your text me. It's me. We're here every Friday. Shout out to Plain Dame in here, my co-host. In here on Friday nights, y'all, between 11 and 11:15 EST. When we gotta make sure everybody's sounding good, looking good, okay? Make sure we get that. So make sure y'all come drip with us late night. We appreciate y'all pulling up in here. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Jason. We appreciate y'all participating out here.
We're going to put up Joe's comment before we get out of here about the apples.
Yeah. Mealy ass crumbling in your mouth, garbage. And it's so funny because I did a fruit fast this week too. So I'm laughing.
No more.
Right, you fast and you have to fast from the fast, my dude, to get
drink water at this point
out of your body.
At this point, man, I don't want to eat apples and start liking boys and all this weird stuff because there's so much chemicals. Like offset my whole situation.
Yeah, but I mean, it does bring in the natural remedies of fasting. Just do your research on this stuff, and if you're able to, also try it. It gives you mental clarity. It gives you the ability to accomplish something. You don't have to do it for a long time, but stress yourself, test yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Very much appreciate y'all. Make sure if you have not hit that like button, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, there ain't no reason why you're not. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And check us out on all the socials below. We will see y'all. And shout out to Cassius Pay. Thank you for pulling up with us and dripping with us too. We'll see y'all next Friday night. Make sure you go to the community page. We appreciate y'all. See y'all on Friday.
Peace.
What up? Well, this is my song right here, y'all.
I ain't hear this during the production.
Oh no, this one right here. This is wait till the beat drop.
Stick around,
y'all, for this. This is
change, slow dance, hourglass. You talk
That's some
slick,
house music.
I talk back, relax. Every word
Y'all gotta send me
I'm
this.
body
You know I gotta
say
film in the morning. I'm
fast.
gonna be playing this.
Daily drip, let it run, let it spill from the crown to the hips. Every look, every thrill, unapologetic. We invented the rule. Late night, what up? Day one OD crew. Soft light on your hand, on my thigh. You say you've been busy getting right. I laugh, yeah, I see it in your eyes. Whole room disappear when you arrive. This our daily